everyone, it's Laurie from Quick Scrap Craft. Welcome back to the channel. Today, of all days, it's been a long time, but today I finally have another process video for you. And I'm playing along with the September challenge at Challenge Yourself. I kind of took a break, not only from scrapbooking in general, but also from my design team duties with Challenge Yourself. So I haven't participated in their challenges pretty much all summer, but I did have some time to sit down and scrap. I did have some pictures of myself because the whole point of Challenge Yourself is that you use pictures of you on your layout. Other people can be there too, but make sure you're also in the photos. This just challenges you to not only scrapbook, but also make sure that you are getting out from behind the camera at times and being part of what you're documenting. So the challenge for September over at Challenge Yourself, and I'll have the link below so you can find out more and see what all the other design team did and find out where you can link up your take on the challenge. But it's a sketch challenge. So the PageMaps sketch is up in the corner there. It uses 2 photos. It even gives you the size suggestions, the size dimensions of the photos. But obviously you can, interpret this however you want. Maybe you do 1 horizontal photo, or maybe you flip the sketch and do 2 horizontal photos. I'm kind of keeping it pretty similar. So I've got a floral piece of paper in the background, which is American Crafts. I didn't gut it the way I do most cardstock when I'm just using it as a frame. That's because this American Crafts paper I got from Joanne several months ago, and it's about the thinness of computer printer paper. And so I knew it wasn't gonna hold up. This page was gonna end up being really flimsy. I mean, I'm gonna put it in a page protector anyway, but I wanted it to be a little bit sturdy, so I just covered up the rest of the flower in the middle with the pink cardstock. On the pink cardstock, I did gut, so that's a little bit thicker. So I still have the pink frame that I'm going to use on another layout. So stay tuned, because hopefully I'll have another process video for you soon. So I gutted that. That's from Photoplay. That came in one of their Halloween paper packs that I used in my last process video. So if you missed that one, go check it out on the channel. It's a little shiny, so there's a little bit of a light glare that you're seeing on there, but I think it's really pretty. And I liked the way that it looked with the pinks in the floral paper from American Crafts. So the 2 photos that I have are just selfies that I took of myself while working back in November 2023. Sometimes when I work, I have to review things that I wear, like that weird Star Wars head mask thingy. And sometimes I have to review like kids' cameras or kids' watches, and there's always some sort of selfie function on them. So I test them out and obviously take a picture of myself testing them out. So that's where these 2 photos came from. And I decided to put them together since they were both the only photos that I had from November 2023 of me at work. The piece that I'm sticking down there is actually packaging. I can't remember what the packaging is from, one of those, it's the piece of like cardboard that comes in the plastic packaging, and it sort of keeps the packaging sturdy when it's hanging up and in transit. So it's got some lines on it. I just cut off the branding part of it, and I'm going to use it as a background piece to go behind my photos. Then I'm also going to be using the word hello. That's old American Crafts chipboard. I will have to stick that down with some Elmer's glue because the adhesive doesn't stick very well anymore. And then I'm also using some Simple Stories floral pieces. So they're not exactly the same colors as what's in the American Crafts floral paper, but they're flowers, and some of the colors are similar, so I'm going to use them. I grabbed the biggest ones that I could because I want them to stick out against all the other flowers. So the one at the bottom I actually popped up on some foam tape, or foam strips, I guess. You can also get it in squares and dots or circles, whatever. But I have the strips because I think I got them for free from scrapbook.com with an order several months ago. So I'm still using those. And then I'm going to make a little cluster in the bottom there. There's a sticker from a Chamel sticker sheet that says "Today I Am," and it's also in pink, so it kind of goes with the color scheme. And then I popped in a little pink puffy heart, which is also from American Crafts. And all of this stuff is pretty old. It's been in my stash for a while, or rather, it's old enough that I purchased it at Joann's and like when they were trying to get rid of stuff. So yeah. Then I'm making another big flower piece by the photos, and I'm looking at my layout right now, and I have a random piece of paper stuck behind that flower piece. That one I just left flat. I did try to ink the edges of these as best I could too to help them pop out a little bit more. And then next to that, I added a sticker or two stickers from the Chamel sticker sheet, one that says feeling good and one that has a camera, because these are selfies of me, so I thought that was fitting. And then there's a little yellow plus sign. You could make it an X or a plus. I made it a plus. Up at the top, I'm going to do a title that says hello with the American Crafts chipboard pieces. And then I also have, and I hate them, but I have American Crafts foam stickers. And this phrase says, hey girl. And I thought that would work well because these are pictures of me and it's like I'm saying hello and hey. And also it gets these stupid, all these like phrases and word things out of my stash, especially those foam ones, because they are a pain in the butt. The backing does not come off. It's really hard to peel them. So don't worry. I made sure to do that off camera so that you wouldn't have to watch me struggle, because it is terrible. So that's the Elmer's glue that I use. It's just a washable school glue stick. It's like one of the ones that my daughter used at school, but then brought home because she didn't use it all. So now I use it. It just sits out on my desk and it comes in handy when I have to, add some extra adhesive to things. So to go along with that, I have another smaller Simple Stories floral piece, and I'm actually adding in another little flower piece, or I will be adding in a smaller flower piece, and then like a metallic leaf, a metallic branch with leaves on it. That was also from that Simple Stories collection. Let me know down in the comments if you had a successful summer scrapbooking experience. I don't know about you, but normally my summers are spent maybe doing some work in the morning and then going to the pool in the afternoon and doing fun things with my daughter since she's off from school. But this summer, I really didn't even have a summer, it felt like. I was rarely at the pool. I worked at a summer camp for 8 weeks. Then we traveled to visit my dad, and then I came back and had to prepare for a new job that I'm starting next week. I'm working in a school as a classroom aide, on top of also doing my other freelance job, on top of also trying to build a travel agent business. Hit me up if you want to go to Disney or Universal or a Royal Caribbean cruise or a Princess cruise. I know there was a whole Royal Caribbean cruise where people got sick. I've never experienced that on the cruises that I've been on. And I have to say, there is a reason why there's a washy-washy lady at the Royal Caribbean buffet entrance. You better wash your hands with the hand sanitizer every time you go in. Do not say no to the washy-washy lady, all right? If you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. If you don't, but you want to experience it, again, let me know and I'll hook you up. I also just sent in a proposal to help another company with their Instagram page. So like I have a lot going on. So I hope that I can continue scrapbooking and getting stuff done. We'll see how long this lasts. Yeah, so bear with me. Thanks for sticking by. If you want to always be alerted to when I post new stuff, subscribe to the channel. Here's all the finished photos so you can see things in a little more detail. And I hope that you also participate in the Challenge Yourself Challenge. Link is below. Bye.